Yeah. What up, though? You kicking it with KC? This is Popular Topics, Pop Tops that may or may not be talked about in the news. Yours truly, KCMC. Starting off, man, this story comes from APnews.com, Associated Press. Pop icon Beyonce's profound cultural impact will be the subject of a new course at Yale University. They're saying it's going to be titled, quote, Beyoncé Makes History, Black Radical Tradition, Culture, Theory, and Politics Through Music, end quote. The one credit class will delve into her work from 2013 to 2023, examining how she used her platform to address social and political issues, particularly those that identify with Black feminism and Black identity. The course will draw parallels between Beyonce's music and the works of influential Black intellectuals, highlighting her role in contemporary cultural discourse. Yale University's African American Studies professor Daphne Brooks intends to use Beyonce's music as a, quote, portal, end quote, for students to explore these issues, emphasizing the singer's unique ability to blend artistry with activism and her significant influence on social and political movements. If you are interested in learning a little bit more about social, political issues, especially that affects the Black community, and more specifically the Black woman, this may be something you're interested in as they dissect that. Now, all of that sounds good on the surface, I'm going to be honest. Yes, that sounds cool, that sounds cute. Let me fix this background. But with all that being said, there's a few things about this that stood out to me. First and foremost, Yale University African American Studies professor Daphne Brooks noted how Beyonce has also tried to tell a story through her music about, quote, race and gender and sexuality in the context of the 400-year plus history of African American subjugation. Really? Listen, this is why I appreciate that music and art in general is subjective. Because that's what they took from it. Her music is about race and gender and sexuality in the context of the 400-year plus history of African American subjugation. Bro, it ain't that serious. Beyonce's making music about motherfucking beauty, booty, divas, that type of stuff. Yeah, every now and then she gonna sprinkle in some Black power, Black woman, country here and there. But ultimately, we know what Beyonce was giving the women that made her really hot. All the single ladies, like all of that. Like, do we really need to dissect that? Do we really need to dissect that? Now, that's not to say she's the first and only Black woman or artist or anything like that. They've had classes on what? Other different artists. What was the artist's name, man? Dylan? Not. I'm gonna look it up. But the point is, they have different artists and performers who they like to kind of examine in different classrooms. But I'm wondering, why are we doing these artists and these performers and stuff like that? Why can't we do like actual intellects? She's gonna be comparing Beyonce to Black intellectuals, but why not just use the Black intellectuals to study? That's what I'm not quite understanding. So yeah, it sounds good. And yeah, like we said, Beyonce isn't the only artist or the first artist to be examined within classrooms. They also examine, here we go, right here, Bob Dylan. I'm saying Dylan Brooks. Bob Dylan, Taylor Swift, a couple other artists who they've actually had classes and courses on. So it ain't just Black artists, it ain't performers, it ain't about race, but it has been entertainers. Break it down to other people. Actual intellects. I don't think we really need to be looking up and examining entertainers. I don't think that's worth the class. That's why it's only one college credit. So anyway, do I think Beyonce is worthy of being examined and broken out? If we're going to do any artist, yes. I understand that. But I don't think we should be breaking down and examining artists' lives as a college course, bro. There's already trash college courses that we take already. This ain't really advancing us in our life. You ain't gonna need this on your job. Let's be real. Stop wasting that money. Let's just be real. That's just what I think. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. I got another topic we want to talk about real quick. Denzel Washington, man. This story is coming from yahoo.com. I'm a little uncomfortable and disappointed about this. Denzel Washington has reacted to Gladiator 2, asking his same-sex kiss from the final edit of the movie. He said, quote, I actually kissed the man in the film, but they took it out. They cut it. I think they got chicken, end quote. He said also, in addition, quote, I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they weren't ready for that yet. I killed him about 5 minutes later. It's Gladiator, end quote. Meanwhile, Denzel's kiss isn't the only same-sex moment that really cut from the final movie, with Paul Mescal recently revealing that he improvised kissing his co-star Pedro Pascal on the forehead during a fight scene. Gladiator 2 will be released in the United States on November 22nd and in the UK, November 15th. Denzel. OG. What you doing, fam? You just, like, I did not watch this interview or listen to it or whatever the case may be. But what I will say is, did the person ask you, was there a gay scene in there? Did you kiss a man in this? Like that, for that response to come out, I feel like it was voluntary. And if it was voluntary, why are you just saying that? That, bro, look at you, bro. Like, you, come on, fam. Now I gotta get on. You really look like my grandma, bro. Can we pull up my grandma? Can we pull up a picture of my grandma on the what's the name? We can't do that. Bro, you look like my grandma. My grandma got her hair cut and she got gray hair, bro. You look like my grandma, bro. Chill out with all this weird stuff that you trying to do as you're announcing your retirement. It's looking very Illuminati-ish. Like you got to do some type of crazy, goofy stuff like this just to kind of make your way or make your exit. I don't know, bro, but don't start doing this goofy stuff or this clout chasing stuff towards the end of your career, Denzel. You was one of the ones. So I just wanted to say that. Nothing against the LGBTQIA plus community. But Denzel, I don't recall you ever identifying with them before. Not to say that you can't change, but is that what it is? Let me know what you think, though. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Last but not least, oh my God, I can't believe. All right, so we gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about this because it's very, very necessary. All right, yep, perfect. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. That is Friday, November 15th. So it's happening. I just want to say this. Mike Tyson is 58. Jake Paul is in his 20s, whatever the case may be. Jake Paul had 10 professional fights. Mike Tyson had 50. Now, Mike Tyson had a health scare earlier this year that postponed the fight. So now he's fighting out, making these videos, claiming, making crazy quotes now. I'm going to bring the devil himself. And then as of recently, during their weigh-in, as Jake Paul was climbing on the stage in some type of weird way, I guess he stepped on Mike Tyson's foot, which ignited Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson slapped Jake Paul. And then kind of went into his, fighter mode a little bit. And then, the crowd, his posse rolled up. Jake Paul didn't even react. He just kind of just sat there and slapped himself on some crazy white boy stuff. This is all to sell the fight, folks. This is all to sell the fight. Now, if I'm being realistic, I'm like, yo, I feel like we all know Mike Tyson would knock Jake Paul out, but Mike Tyson is 58. I gotta consider that. With that being said, you ain't gonna last too many rounds. It's 2 minute rounds. It's a sanctioned fight. It's in Dallas, AT&T Stadium. You ain't gonna last too many rounds, like on some real coming with your power stuff. So I'll give you 2, maybe 3 rounds. I don't even see 3 rounds. I see 2 good rounds. 1 for sure, 2 good rounds. Mike Tyson, if you don't knock Jake Paul out in those first 2 rounds, if we're going to take this serious, I'm going to be honest, and I hate to say this. I think I think Mike Tyson is going to take a dive. I think Jake Paul would knock Mike Tyson out, and Mike Tyson is cool with doing that for entertainment purposes. Just because he doesn't really care about his legacy. If you listen to Mike Tyson during interviews, he's like, who am I? I don't care about a legacy. I'm a nobody. So I feel like they already cool. We know they cool. There ain't no real beef. I feel like Mike Tyson would take this dive for that bag. And that's just embarrassing. I'm hearing people saying, I don't want to see nobody get hurt. I want to see somebody get hurt. If we're boxing, other than that, y'all in there just playing. We talking about boxing, bro. Put some respect on boxing. I want to see somebody get hurt. Respectfully. But at the end of the day, I just want to see a good fight, man. As a fan from the sports fan. As a fan from the stands. Excuse me. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show. 313-466-4386. We're about to get up out of here. I literally have nothing else to say, man. But thinking out loud real quick. You know, I be on these dating apps, and, you know, when I'm scrolling through these women that I'm seeing on here, obviously the first thing you see is the algorithm and the platform is set up for you to just look at their face, see their name, the age, and either swipe left or right. Left or right. Left if you don't want them or don't like them. Right if you do like them until you're a match. With that being said, I'm looking at a lot of these women and judging them off their looks. And I'm like, the first thing I'm like, going through your pictures, what is there something on you that I could roast just in case we get into it? First thing, for an example, big forehead. Don't let us get into an argument after we in a relationship. The first thing I'm saying, if you don't get your Dodge Ram forehead ass up out of here, I ain't got to deal with this. And I'm going to get up out of there. I'm going to get into your forehead. Or you wear a lot of makeup, I'm going to get your clown ass up out of here. So that's just the first thing I think of, and I know when I go on these dating apps. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show 313-466-4386. We getting up out of here, man. I got a lot to do, man. So do me a favor, kick it with KCMC on all social media at KIWKCMC. That's just the abbreviations for Kick It with KCMC. Boom, you see it right there. Kick it with KCMC. Show some love. Other than that, man, I'm on all social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the subscribe button, the alert button, share button also, because we're going to have some more Unk Talk coming up real soon in some type of platform. I promise, some type of way, baby. But other than that, man, make sure you show them love if you're right here. Other than that, I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. We out.